All right, ladies, welcome to today's workout. I am super excited to get started. So we're going to dive right in standing up, okay? Feet under hips, knees are soft, core braced like somebody's going to hit you. So think sumo wrestler, okay? Shoulders down away from ears, and we're going with hip flexor openers to get us started. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We are going to use a lot of stuff today for our workout. As you can see, I've got some weird props with me today. You're like, that doesn't look like equipment. It's not. It's a Rubbermaid of my kids' little K'NEX toys. And I'm going to use that. We need something that's a small step off the ground. So a bench is a little bit high. My bench, at least, is a little bit high for what I want today. Standing knee soft. We're going to do leg swings to the front. Keep your chest up. And that's what I'm using. So you can use like a small step stool. You could use the first stair. If you have stairs anywhere, works really well. I usually use my bottom basement stair, but you really can't see it from where the camera is. So I'm just using that. And whatever you're using, switch sides for me, you shouldn't be putting weight on that foot. So like this is something I could not step right up on, but it's something I can use to prop my foot on, okay? You'll see when I get to it, but I also have my bench out because we are also using the bench. We're gonna do some single leg hip thrusts. So we need some fun stuff out. We also need our long band. You need a mini band as well, and dumbbells, okay? So if you need to pause me and go get all set up, definitely do that. Now remember, it is core month here. Our last warm up here, we're gonna take our leg out to the side and then right in front. So we get a little bonus balance challenge. You can grab onto something if you need to. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. So since it is a very core intensive and core focused month, we are doing a lot of exercises where we're prioritizing the core, right? So you'll see this in the first exercise. It's going to be a lunge with priority going to challenging the core. If you don't want to challenge the core and you're getting enough of that maybe in the bonus ab challenge workouts and you just want to go for max weight in these workouts, then you do not have to do the option I'm going to show you. But I'll show it to you now anyways, because that's ideally what I have planned for today. It's okay if you want to personalize it, make it more strength, less core. All right, hope you're tracking with that. So let me show you with my imaginary dumbbells. First, we set up the lunge. It's a normal 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. Feet are hip width. We stand up. Now we're making this harder. So if you're newer, stay here or sub a squat. If you have been with me a while, that back foot is elevated. So this is where it could be a step stool. It's ideally what I was going to go with, but I couldn't locate it quickly enough. And when you got to hit record, you got to hit record, right? If you want to, you can use a bench. A bench makes it more a Bulgarian split squat. Lower makes it a rear elevated split squat. Your front foot is pointed straight ahead. It's in line with your knee. Your big toe is not turned in or out. It's straight ahead. Slight pelvic tuck, slight lean forward. This is our basic lunge, ladies. Inhale down, exhale up. Now to make it crazier on the core, we're going to load a dumbbell. We're going to rack one right up at the shoulder, and we're going to rack one down here. So we have tons of opposition working, which is engaging all of our core muscles, okay? I usually put a lighter one in the hand up on the shoulder and a heavier one down. You could try to go for the same one, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be. It's kind of like an uneven farmer's walk, which is good for our core. So I think I'm going to rack up a 15, and then I'm going to start with a 30 in this hand and see how that goes for the first round, all right? We have got the normal 6 on each side. Oh, yeah, that feels good. I originally was like, I'll definitely start with a 35, but this feels pretty good. All right, remember that slight pelvic tuck, though. That slight lean forward, shoulders up, back down. We are off. Let's go. Inhale down. Exhale up. Weight is totally in that front heel. Good. You're getting a ton of hamstring, you're getting glute, and you're getting quad of primarily that front leg, although you probably do feel a stretch in that back quad. Good. Last one. Oh my word. Step up. That was so hard. I hope it was hard for you. It should feel like you could only do 1 or 2, maybe 3 more reps at the end of the set. Good. All right. You ready? Ready or not? Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Make sure that knee is not coming over the toe. If it is, you need to take your leg out a little bit farther. Good, ladies. Come on. Don't death grip those dumbbells. Come on, 2. Push. Last one. Rack it down. Holy cow. Now, single leg hip thrust. You could do these body weight, or I'm trailing Legos or something behind it. You can do these body weight, or if you're up to it, you're going to add a little tension with your mini band, or a lot of tension. I'm going for medium because I'm still working, bringing those inner thigh muscles back to where they should be and everything from baby times. So I don't like to put too much on single leg work yet. If you're ready for more, you can go with your heaviest band. You could even put a barbell or dumbbells across your hips, but let's see what the exercise is first. So you're getting those elbows off the bench, okay? You're down, the bench is right below your shoulder blades. Your traditional hip thrust is here, right? Belly button coming up towards the chin. We look through the thighs, we squeeze the glutes. Now we're just taking that single leg. So you just literally pick up one foot. It's not a big production. You're not driving the knee toward the chest. We're just keeping it off the ground, and we do it on the other side. All right, join me here, ladies. We've got 6 of them. Exhale up, inhale down. Still looking through the thighs. So now single leg work's always harder, right? It's one whole leg doing everything for your body. So if you are not ready for that, you are just going to put the other foot down. You're going to do double the amount. We're just doing 6, so switch with me when you're ready. You could just do double the amount of both leg hip thrusts. Okay, so that's your modification for those who are newer. And if you are doing the single leg, like I said, you're feeling way more work for one leg, but you're also hopefully feeling the core kick in here too. Good. I think that was 6. I'll admit I lost count on that one. I tried to do what I thought was a couple extra just in case, so I don't cheat and do less reps, because I would never purposely have us do that. All right, breathe, get water, swing out those legs, get your homeschool bits back out. No, I'm just kidding. That's just me today. All right, keeping it real over here. Oh, deep breaths, and assess what weight. That was perfect. I truly cannot go up. I thought I was, like I said, going to start a little higher, but this is going to be a doozy to just even get through 2 more sets of. So we'll do it. And as always, I started us out, ladies, with really the biggest, hardest exercises. And the next 2 are challenging in a different way. So let's get it going. Don't shirk it. All right. Do the best you can. Slight pelvic tuck, slight lean forward. Rack that weight up. Here we go. Down and up. You've seen it and you've already done it once. So you can do it again. And you can do it again with a little more power and a little more precision. Good. We have to step up and we have to switch. So get that switch on, get that other leg back. Oh, here we go. When you're ready, we go down and up. Inhale and exhale. Good. Push through that heel. It hurts so good. 3, 2, 1. Get out. Good work. Good work. Bend the knees, put it down. It's also something to consider, ladies, while we're doing this. We are coming off of last month's full body. So when we're doing full body, the joy is we're splitting all of the work throughout our whole body, through all the muscles. So we're going right into reps. I'm just going to keep talking with you. So give me good form on these, 6 each leg. You have to remember that now we're putting all the work in just lower or just upper. So if you feel a little more fatigued, if you feel like, holy cow, this is really hard to hammer out all these sets, remember we just went from maybe 2 glute and like lower body exercises in the whole workout to now we're getting at least 4, which is what we've got today. So just stay the course, take breaks when you need it, and have the weight accordingly. Good, ladies. Rest. Awesome job. And we are 2 down, 1 to go. That's a really good spot to be in. I don't lie to us. So we're at a great spot. I will give you a little sneak peek of what's to come while we rest and get water. This is where we're going to use our long band. It could have handles or not. It doesn't matter. If you have handles, I like to put the foot in the hand part for this. Or if you're using a loop band, I just put my foot in the loop, right? And then grab the rest with the hand. We're going to be coming down on all 4s with the band. I'll give a little more instruction, but we're doing a push back. So like a kick back, right? We push out and then we go out and back, then back in. When we're going out, we're not going across towards the other leg. Pretend like you're on a mat. Okay, maybe you are. You are pushing the foot out to the outer corner of the mat and then right back behind your glutes. Okay, so it would go to the outer corner of the mat. We've got 6 of those each side. Then we lie on our back and we do frog pumps. So next up, you need a medium band or whatever weight's appropriate for you band-wise. And then a dumbbell to put across your hips. So for that, I think I will use my 35. Yeah, so that's that. All right, let's go. One more set of these lunges. Send it home with them. Here we go. Rack it up. You will not have to do this again for a while, so take comfort in that. So much core though, so much core going on. Here we go, ladies. Core braced. Slight lean forward, look at the floor, and come on. Inhale, exhale. You're strong. You can do it. If it feels hard, it's not because you are weak or you're out of shape or any of these things we tell ourselves. It's because it's actually hard. And it's because, good, switch sides when you get to 6. It's because we are always leveling up here. So yeah, we can do a lunge, and that's awesome. We can do core, and now we're putting it all together this month, and it up levels every exercise. So please don't give into that kind of thinking. I've heard that, and sometimes I can feel like that myself, especially trying to do cardio again after a baby. Good, rest. Where we say these things like, I'm so out of shape. No, the game just changed. We leveled up a little. It got a little harder. All right, last set of hip thrusts. I'm gonna get my connects out of the way. All right, always keeping it real over here, you know. Okay, I would love to see what you guys use when you are digging around for your workouts. Oh, all right, show us in the community. Elbows are free, hips, shoulders right above the bench, hips low to the floor. Lift one foot and we go up and down. Make sure the toe of the working foot is pointed straight ahead, ladies. Really drive through that heel. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Holy cow. Good. Other side. Come on. Up and down. Good. Belly button towards chin. You can do it. Up. 3 to go. Yeah, 3. We've got a big break coming. 2 and 1. Get out. Oh my word. All right, grab water. Get your stuff out of the way if you like to do that in between like I do. And get what you need now if you didn't before. A band, a dumbbell, whew, a kid or a dog to put across your hips. No, I did do that a little while ago. I think I put my 2-year-old across my hips when I was finishing up something. And I just finished with some frog pumps. I had to go off script because I think I had to like work out in the living room instead of the basement that day. So I went a little off script in March, and I remember doing a workout with frog pumps with a kid across. All right, so this is gonna be great. I love doing kickbacks this way. I hope you do too. It is so much core. When you push that leg back, okay, great, we get glute, we get hamstring. When it comes out to the side and then back, we're getting so much core on the opposite side of the body. So you need to think about that. You need to lock everything in, brace it. I need you to keep your hips and shoulders square to the floor. And I think that's about it. We're gonna have a nice flexed foot. Last thing, actually, if you would like to use a dumbbell to keep your wrist in a nice neutral, you can do that instead of having a flexed wrist. The one holding the band, I sometimes just put, I just go to knuckles because I can't work that out usually with the dumbbell. If you want to try with the dumbbell, you can, or you can go knuckles as well. So abs zipped up. If you end up getting a little bit rounded, that's okay, but don't be overarched. Okay, here we go. So we push straight back, exhale, and then we go side, back, back in. Now the other ditch that's really easy to fall into in this exercise, you might already feel it, is dumping into that supporting hip. What do I mean by that? I mean a way over lean. We don't want that. Yeah, that's why this is so hard on the core, right? Good. You got to keep that knee right under that hip, and that hip stays so still. And don't feel weird about it if this is last rep on the side. Good. Switch sides. If you need to put a hand on that hip, that's okay. You can do that with these exercises because we're only doing one side at a time. So give your body the cues that it needs, okay? If you are dumping into that opposite side, okay? Here we go. Zip everything up. Shoulders down away from ears. Push back, side, back, in. Good. Back, side, back, in. Good. Excellent. Beautiful job, ladies. Steady breathing, wherever it feels comfortable for you on this. Good. And rest and come to your back. Now, if you're newer, you might want to do this one body weight, but if you've been here a while, you can put a dumbbell across your hips. I will show you first. Your heels are together and they are close to your glutes. If you're a taller person, you might want them a little farther away from your glutes, and that's okay. Just do what feels best for you. Shoulders down away from ears. Palms are up if you're not using the weight. And we push our heels together, lift our glutes, and squeeze them on an inhale. We exhale down. It's easier if you tap. I went between tap and touch. Tap. If you tap your glutes on the floor in between each rep, it's easier. It's harder if you keep your glutes in the air. If your low back is screaming, you can tap your glutes, okay? I want you to think belly button towards chin so that we hopefully get more glutes, less low back. And if you want to, a big old dumbbell right across your hips. All right, let's go. Just 6 for me. Up. Don't touch it if you can help it. Good. 4. Oh my word. 3. So much burning. 2. And 1. Get out. Holy cow. Our glutes are going to be on us tomorrow. I can already feel it from those lunges. All right. Breathe. Deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. You can come standing if you want. You don't have to. You can stay low if you want to as well. Now, on these kickbacks, if you weren't feeling it too much, you can just go ahead and either get a stronger band or reach down lower on the band you have to get more tension. Maybe you were too high up and there wasn't enough tension. Maybe you need to go lower. Also, if you have ankle weights, you could absolutely throw on ankle weights for this instead of using the band. Just personal preference. I think that we usually feel more core resistance with that opposite side. The band, just the way that it is, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I don't have anything scientific to back that up. That's why I went with band, not weights. All right, so round 2, you know what to do now. I'm trying to grab a little more band here personally. Shoulders down away from ears, core zipped up. Here we go. Push back, out, in. Good. Back, out, in. Flex that foot. Back, out, in. Now, some of you do take me with you to the gym. You've told me recently. So you can use the cable machine for this if you'd like. And you could do it standing with the cable machine. Good, switch sides instead of using a band if you have access to that, or if you have a cable machine in your basement because you're fancy like that. All right, shoulders down away from ears, flex foot. Let's go. Back, out, in. Yeah, come on. Back, out, in. Excellent. Do not dump in that opposite hip, ladies. We're almost out of this set already. 2 to go. Back, out, in. One more time. Back, out, in. Oh, frog pump time. Here we go. All the way down. Heels together. Don't touch those glutes. Pretend there's a fire under you. Don't let them touch. That's weird, but you know, whatever works. Shoulders down away from ears. Light grip. Let's go. Push those heels together for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Oh, yeah. It's so good that we get to do it again. That's how good it is. Excellent job. All right, grab water. Take a second. You really can. I'm going to come standing a little bit in between. I feel like I've been just too on the ground for too long here. Again, like cramping up. So I'm going to take it standing. We're going to go back to it. Now, those of you who are doing the bonus ab challenges, I know I talked about this in the intro video, but it's up to you to feel out if you want to do these before or after. Like, for example, today, it's a back of the core day. So that's designed so that it's the same day as we do low body. But feel it out. If you did it before this workout and now you're like, oh my word, I'm running out of steam and I want to give more to the main lift, that's totally fine. Do it afterward next time. You even could, not that I usually want you to try to have to find another thing to do, but you could separate them. If you wanted to do like one in the morning, one in the evening, do your little 10 or so minutes of abs before you go to bed, whether it's back of the core or front of the core. You know what I mean? There's flexibility in this. So play around with it. See what feels best to you. I've honestly done it both ways. We've done it, this is the 3rd year of it. I didn't do it last year because I was pregnant, but so it's my second year doing it. But each time I play around with it. Sometimes I do my abs or core workout before that's what I typically do. I think the most is to prime. I feel kind of more like the abs are woken up and turned on, or if it's back of the core woken up and turned on, then I usually do the Chasing Greatness workout after, but it's totally up to you. All right, last set of each of these. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Abs are braced. Don't dump in that hip. Here we go. Out and back in. Good. Push it outside. Good. Now do this with intention. Pretend like you are pushing a wall away with that heel and really get a nice full extension in that leg without locking out the knee. And even just doing that, ladies, I bet you just felt your hamstring fire up way more, because I did, just in thinking about it a little more. So mind muscle connection for these last 6 reps on this side. Here we go. Back, out, in. Yes. Drive it away. Good. Core brace. Come on. Back, out, in. 3 to go. Back, out, in. It's good. Come on. Keep breathing. Yeah, last rep. Now we take it to the back for the final time. Frog pump it up. Here we go. Heels together, shoulders down, away from ears. Come on, ladies. 6. And don't let them touch. Come on, up. Belly button to chin. 2 reps, up. And we're done. Really, really nice work, ladies. Come seated, and we'll stay down here for the stretch. So take those legs out front. Awesome work. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And ideally, we do want to hold the stretch for at least 30 seconds. So that stretch reflex that kicks in, that tells the muscles to seize up, we can get past it. So deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Try to keep those legs as straight as you can. And take it down to where you feel a good stretch. Nice 360 breathing all the way around the belly. Fill the low back, fill the ribs. Good work. Now come up to your knees again and take one leg forward. Don't skip this. I know we are slightly over 20 minutes here. It's all right. This is the best part. Breathe. Drop those shoulders down away from the ears. Take it back. And we did hamstring already, so we're going to flow through to glute. I want you to sweep that knee forward and make sure the hips and shoulders are lined up. And then you can stay wherever feels best to you. If this feels good here, great. And if you want to come lower, you can come lower. And same thing here, deep breaths into that glute. A lot of times, low back pain or tightness, yes, it can do with a weak core, right? A weak core can attribute to that. But if you have a strong core, you might just have really tight or weak glutes. So we're doing it all this month. We are addressing strengthening our core. We're also working our glutes, which are part of the core. So we're working the abs, we're working the glutes. Good. Carefully come up. I could sit there all day for that one. But come up to the other side, hip flexor stretch. So if we've kind of ticked the boxes, we're like, okay, I don't think my glutes are weak. I don't even think my core is that weak. What else could this be? Your glutes just might be really tight. You might hold tension there, and you might need to open them up more often, get some breath and openness there, and that stretch can really help. So a lot of times if I'm feeling that low back strain, that's not the back extensor muscles, it's just like, even so it might be, I like to hit that stretch that we're going to hit right now on this side. So just keep that in your back pocket and keep that in mind, especially if you're, feeling those lunges a couple days later. Light cardio breaks up soreness, so walking's great. Pedaling it out on a bike is great. Drink a lot of water, and remember that initial soreness is usually only really in week 1. It usually subsides after that. Good. Deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Last one in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good, ladies. Slowly come up. Take a seat. I like a deep breath together, facing each other. Awesome job. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. I'm super proud of you. Well done. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you next workout.